Come on, Karen. You left without saying anything.
Okay, this again. Honey, we talked about this. Okay, we did, and you went to sleep fine.
No, I was not fine. Okay, I stayed up all night. I just keep thinking about how you shut me out.
I was not shutting you out. I wasn't trying to hurt you.
But you did. You did. Okay, you treat me like I don't matter.
Okay, folks, now I found it hilarious that the next morning, aka the latter half of episode 13, we had both Zach and Aaron posted up in the kitchen, leaning against the refrigerator, arms crossed, mad at their respective women. And yes, for the sake of this video, I'll say that Aaron and Karen got something going on, whatever. And, I joked in my review, but I stand by it. Zach is a fool because the way Fatima walked into that kitchen with that red dress and everything, the only reason this man has to be mad or upset is the fact that, dang it, she's about to leave the house looking like that and I can't make her stay with me today. That's the only reason he ought to be upset. But no, Aaron was mad and people were going in on him, but I get it because last night, yeah, it was a situation where, okay, why you left and whatnot, I understand what you're saying, but that doesn't mean I like what you did. And plus, it was a house full of people. But it's the next morning, and yeah, he has a right to be like, okay, just the satisfaction and joy that you and Faith are okay. All right, we established that. But what we're not going to do is act like what you did wasn't uncalled for. And your mama isn't here to stop me. Because I feel like if Aaron was allowed to vent instead of Miss Lisa shutting him down, maybe he wouldn't have chewed out Karen. But he's absolutely right. And I know folks don't like it, or like Aaron's attitude, but you can't sit up here and act like it wasn't justified. Because Karen is still moving around like this is just her life. And it goes back to, when she was just stuck in bed and it's like, no, you can't just be doing this, isolating yourself, closing yourself off, not even interacting with your baby. This isn't a situation where you could just take the baby back to the store like a coat or something because you realize it doesn't match your shoes or something. This is a human life you created. And Karen, this isn't just about you anymore. So when she moved the way she did, Aaron was right to be bent out of shape. Someone has to tell Karen the truth, and it sure won't be your friends, hence why she didn't call him, and her mom just coddles her. So Aaron, being the father of the child that went missing because his baby mama up and took her without saying anything or having any form of communication, yeah, I'm not mad at Aaron whatsoever. He was right. And some people are like, man, he needs to realize Karen doesn't want him. And I get that. Trust and believe I do. But he is that baby's father. And if Karen is going to move like this, you got to nip it in the bud. Because I'm not going to allow you to just continue to be shut off and whatnot. And then who knows when you might have another mood switch up or mood swing, and then you might disappear, but this time you won't call anybody at all. So we need to address this. This isn't something you could just apologize for and act like it's not, we can just move past it. We need to address this. We need to fix this, and then we can move forward. So I kind of like this scene. And like I said, this was a much better scene than what went down with Zach and Fatima because that was just way too forced. But this one felt more natural because, yeah, this baby daddy is concerned. Not just about the baby, but you. Because if you're capable of just up and leaving like that once, yet again, I got to say it. Who's to say you won't do something like that again? And that's when he tries to plead with her to get, get her to tell him what's going on. Like, okay, what is it? What do you need? Anything I can do whatever. I need a change. What? Change the scenery. I want to leave ATL. And we are left up in the air about whether or not that's just her going by herself, if she's taking Faith with her. But where does Aaron fit into all of this? How is he going to feel like if Karen says, I need to go somewhere without you. But how is that fair to Aaron for you to just up and take the child like that? But it goes back to what, she said way back when. I don't want to have a baby with you because I don't know you well enough. Well, the baby's here. What are you going to do? So I'm not mad that Aaron was mad. I'm not. Because like he said, look, I wasn't able to sleep at all last night. Yes, I'm glad you and Faith are okay, but what you did was not okay. And what we're not going to do is ignore it like it didn't happen. And I was still, just taken aback by Karen calling him honey. Like, I don't know if she legitimately meant that because these two are that close now that they use pet names, or if she was just saying anything to kind of quell the beast that, because he was angry. He was really angry. So what do you think about this? Do you think Aaron's anger was justified, or do you think he was throwing a hissy fit for no reason at all? I think it was justified. And like I said, had he been able to vent when he wanted to, instead of Miss Lisa shutting him down, I don't think he would have been as upset the following morning. But like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.